I know can get to know who Richardine Bartee is and the great work she's doing.
Yeah, so my name is Richardine Bartee. I'm a member of the Recording Academy. I also am a partner of BMI, a GrammysU mentor. I work in the space of pushing African music and African culture to North American territories. I do that every day. And also stateside or nationwide, I also push the content of American celebrities and new artists alike. And I've been in the music industry as we know it for about 20 years. And yeah, that's really it. It's been active. I realized it a few days ago. It's been 20 years.
Wow,
kind of crazy.
20 years, that's amazing. And you've been doing a lot of great work. I think the first time I got to know about you was when I discovered this amazing platform called GRUNGECAKE. I'm like, yeah. Wow, what's up? It's, the thing, it was, it was covering music across the board, A-list celebrities, and also getting down to the grassroots, discovering like, new artists like Califina, for example, all the way from Ghana. And I was like, yeah, I'm curious to know who's behind this, and boom, there you are. So like I said, I'm very excited and very honored to have you here. And I'm sure the people who are joining are going to ask you a lot of questions, regarding some mechanisms in making it in music. But today we want to focus on the music video, because recently I've noticed a lot of independent artists, developing artists, and some moderate, with medium-sized fan bases. A lot of artists are investing a lot of, money in making music videos. We know they're very expensive, and then they post their music video on YouTube. That's it. After a few weeks, or maybe after a few months, they just garner a maximum of 1,000 views. And considering the amount of money and time they would have used to to produce the music video, the return on investment is not really viable. So today we want to cut through that issue and dissect it. I mean, so that we can really understand the best practices, especially in 2021, to release a music video. So I don't know. I've prepared some questions for you.
Okay.
So yeah, my first question is, what is the purpose of music videos? And also looking at the history of music videos since Al Johnson in 1927, what has changed?
1927.
Yeah, I found out today that the first music video was in 1927, actually. So that. But anyway, what has changed since looking at the history of music videos and how they've developed over time, and are they still relevant in 2021?
My mom just keeps walking past. Excuse me, he's a little distracted. But,
no, it's all right.
Yeah, the use of music video, at least like when I was coming up, it helps you see the artist or the band. And, before that, it was just the audio. It was on the radio. You didn't really know what people looked like. You just heard like the beautiful voices, and that was it. And that's all that you connect to. I think when the music video came, it showed us, what the people look like how they dress, like their lifestyle, everything. And, either it was relatable or it was something that inspired you to want to go ahead and be like them, or, you knew how you needed to look to play the part, to also compete and become an artist if you wanted to. So I think that's what it was. And then also, of course, like bringing the lyrics to life. So maybe when you hear a song or you hear a record, you may be thinking one thing, but because of the way that the direction is portrayed and the storytelling is there, is just what it is. It's not really just open for interpretation because you have that music video as a guideline.
Oh, like that's awesome. As in music videos storytell, they put out the right picture so that the audience could understand. That's great. Now, coming from the music business side of things, or the perspective of, you know, the A&Rs, the bottom line,
yeah,
you know, the executives. What is the purpose of a music video in like the broad aspect of an artist campaign, for example?
Oh, well, it's the engine to be able to further sell, you know, the brands, sometimes connect with sponsors or people that want to partner to sell their products. It's really to help that artist connect with their fans. And that's what it is. It's a visual component. And I mean, over time, we do what we want with it. Sometimes people want to make low budget looking videos because of the audience that they have, you know, or they don't want to, I guess they don't want to, if their brand is not about luxury, then their video shouldn't be, like it should match. And I think that that's a chance to go ahead and do that. Sometimes music videos also revive songs. Somebody may have missed the audio release, but because the music video is there, it's like, oh, okay, like I like this song now. Or because you like the way someone looks, you're more you're more than likely going to listen to the song. You know, it's attraction.
Wow, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And what you've just said reminded me of the Locks. I remember I was reading about the Locks and how they wanted, you know, to move away from Bad Boys so that they can join Rough Riders.
Shiny suits.
Yeah, you know, like I completely understand, but I also want like the artists in this Zooming session and their teams to understand what type of return on investments do music videos have, and how can they measure those, you know, and measure that data and really understand if their music video is successful. In other words, how do you determine if a music video is successful or not? Because some music videos might have 600 views, but you know they might be making the rounds on TV, for example. But you know, so how do you really measure success so that, you know, people won't get discouraged and, you know, they can move on and really understand how best to strategize going forward?
So I always say that before you put anything out, you and your team have to figure out what that benchmark is for you, because success is relative. So I can't really say that, oh, you know, 1 million views is what somebody wants, and that means it's successful. Somebody's personal goal might be 5 million views, you know, and then if they don't get there, they don't feel like they made it. But how do you, I don't know how you quantify that. Some people are happy with 1,000 views because they've never had that. So I don't really know. But if you're looking to make money and you're looking to compete, then you need to have the numbers that your competitors have or more. And that's the answer for that. What I do know, though, is in order for you to do that, your stuff needs to be marketed, or enough people need to find it. So that's money that you're spending for people to discover it and promote it. You have to promote, you know, your videos. And then that's how you get the return on investment.
All right. That brings us to my next question. It's rather the core of this discussion. You know, what are the best practices, I mean, to market and to, you know, to promote your music video? I know you are a guru at this, you are a master at this. So could you just lay it down for some artists who are new in the game and, you know, they want to know how best they can, you know, they can move their product?
I always tell people to use YouTube advertising. You know, like, I don't know if you've ever seen it. Like, you can, as someone that has a YouTube account, you can go on YouTube and create your own budget and do it that way. I think it's the smartest way because it's direct to consumer. You're not necessarily relying on someone like me to write about, you know, your song and then people see it on a website. It's directly on YouTube where music fans are watching video content anyway. So you want to connect with them there. You can do the geotagging, you know, to different regions, or, you know, tap into different demographics. And so if you want more women to see it because you feel like it's a song that appeals to women, you could go ahead and do that and pick the, you know, and then you will be able to see the results yourself. You don't have to wait for a third party to tell you like, oh yeah, you know, this is the mark that you're hitting and this is the people. Like you could see it yourself. I always feel like it's best for you to be empowered and you to know what's going on before you pass it along to someone else, because then you know what to expect, you know, like you know. I'm getting some feedback.
I think there's someone who has joined who still has the audio on. Chris, right? Wait. Sorry for that.
Hi, Vincent. Vincent Bawa.
Hi, Vincent. All right.
Derek Pisa. I think I'm saying that right. These are names that I recognize. But yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so the music video, so I was talking about YouTube advertising. So you basically create your budget and then you can pay as you go. You can do that weekly, monthly, daily, like whatever it is. And then you can control, you know, how much you spend, when you're spending it, and then you can see the results in real time. I think that's the best way. And then of course, like traditionally partnering with another company that has an audience that speaks to your content will speak to their audience, then it makes sense to do that too. But I would still do the YouTube advertising.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great. So you've talked about YouTube advertising, which is great. Thank you for that. After this session, I'm definitely going to go and check it out. Then you also talked about like collaborating with companies, yeah? Do you mean aggregators or people with playlists? Because people are huge on Spotify playlists, and I don't know, some other DSPs that deal with audio, but when it comes to video and, you know, music videos, people really don't talk about playlists. Are there any platforms or companies that, you know, do music video playlists as actively as other DSPs, excuse me for that, as other DSPs are involved?
No, not that I've seen, not really. I mean, like Spotify, I know they were trying a thing with like videos, and like Tidal has also incorporated videos, but I don't really necessarily see a place where it's a video playlist that's so hot that everybody wants to be on. I haven't seen that yet. I mean, individuals make their video playlists on YouTube. Like I've seen DJs do it, and then if I'm looking for like the hottest, I'm a piano, I might go and type that in and then see like the playlist, and then that's how I will learn or like discover artists that way through like those playlists. But it's usually not like a branded one. It's like a DJ or like some kind of like music curator or somebody that just has good taste, and then you go on it. But I don't even remember their names. Like I'll remember the artist, but I don't remember the person.
The curators.
Yeah,
I guess that's a discussion to have with the guys from YouTube Music. It's so unfortunate that everything happened at short notice. This is why we're super grateful that you managed to engage with us. The guys from YouTube Music were supposed to join us so that, you know, we could talk about issues like this. I feel like there's a need for, you know, authenticated playlists, you know, to do with music videos, because at the same time, you know, music videos still push product 1, 2. They also generate revenue.